Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the BYU versus Baylor college basketball matchup on Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. Of course, if you like our free picks at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people who have big bankrolls, looking for one-on-one concierge style service. We call these the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. They're not available on the website. You have to text the number on the screen to get these. But if you make big bets, text that number. But let's get to this one. Two ranked teams in the Big 12 going at it as BYU takes on Baylor. BYU 18-7 on the season. Baylor Bears 19-6. This is what you call a good matchup. I think Baylor, even at 19-6, has somewhat underperformed this season, but we're starting to see Baylor play to their potential, which is bad news for everyone else because I believe that man for man, this is one of the most, if not the most talented top to bottom rosters in all of college basketball. I think this team goes 11 deep off the bench, and I think where they've struggled in recent years with Baylor is just they have so much talent they're not even sure who should be out on the court and not. But I think what we're starting to see is that they have the right chemistry and the right mix, and Baylor is really starting to play some good basketball. BYU has been solid all season long. They moved into the Big 12 this season, and they came in loaded for bear. Sometimes, you see these teams move into the bigger conferences from, smaller conferences or anything like that. And, BYU had been playing hoops in the West Coast Conference with Gonzaga, St. Mary's, San Francisco, and those guys. But the thing is that, they came in and you see sometimes they take that step up, like in football, several of these schools, they struggled moving into the Big 12. I think a lot of that had to do with just being a down year, but BYU just hit this college hoop season at their peak, where this is the best team we've seen them have in quite some time. And when you look at a lot of the statistical categories, BYU is way up there. But the thing that they have here is that they have a Baylor team that's fourth best in the nation, shooting over 40% from beyond the arc, 49.3% from the floor, 15th best in the nation. BYU certainly no backseat as far as any of the offensive numbers go, but still not quite up there with Baylor. But I do believe defensively, Baylor certainly has a lot of really good athletes there. We look at the mojo coming into this one, Baylor won the first meeting by 9 points. That game was at Baylor. They were 4.5-point favorites in that one. Baylor also comes in winning 5 of their last 6. Their last loss was at Kansas against the Jayhawks, getting 3 in that one. They lost by, or they were getting 5.5, losing by 3 in that one. But no shame in that. You look at even the teams they beat. It's not necessarily the lower echelon of the Big 12 either that they've been beating, up on. Thing is, they beat West Virginia, but they also beat Oklahoma, Texas Tech, and Iowa State in that bunch, as well as UCF. They've had some losses as well. That's part of playing in the Big 12. While we look at BYU coming off of that outright loss against Oklahoma State on the road in Stillwater as a 6-point favorite. They had beaten Kansas State and UCF, losing to Oklahoma, beating West Virginia and Texas, losing to Houston. I think, what we've seen from BYU is they've been a very good home team, and they've been a very good team overall. Like I said, they shoot the ball extremely well. And, I just think, though, what we saw in the first game and what we started to see a lot from Baylor recently is that this team is just starting to peak at just the right time. I'm not betting against them. I'm going to take Baylor, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.